Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, that's my style. Creepy crawlers, Kimiko's vibe. We laugh at the dark, find joy in the fears. In a world full of noise, I'm the one you hear. In a smoky room, filled with gloom, hell is here, podcast doom. Podcast doom.
Hello, all you creepy crawlers out there, and welcome to another episode of the Blowing Smoke Podcast with Kimiko Kusanagi. Today's topic, the Switch 2, and why I'm not gonna fuck with that thing. So, light up and listen in. Okay, so I've been seeing a lot of things online, like a lot, about the Switch 2, both good and bad. Like, yes, it's going to be great. It's going to be a nice system. It's going to have some updated graphics and some really fucking cool games. But there's a lot of negative. The price point, the actual cartridges themselves, and a lot of the features. So let's go ahead and back this up. Let's start at least with the price point. With wanting to be like a $600 fucking console, look, buddy, I know you're Nintendo, but you are not a Steam Deck, okay? So just saying a $600 price point for a Switch 2 seems a little unreasonable to me, in my opinion, okay? Remember, this is just my opinion. You don't like my opinion, you can move along and not listen. Find something else to do to go occupy your time. Because right now I just don't give a shit. But I will say this. If you're at least going to be a $600 fucking console, you better be coming with a lot of shit. Not just a fucking console in a box. I expect there to be a fucking controller. I want all my fucking wires there. I want this fucker to be able to hook up to anything that I want it to fucking hook up to. And you know what? Fuck this dock switch shit fucking still too. I don't want to deal with that shit. When you can literally go online and you can just buy a goddamn HDMI fucking adapter thing and you don't even have to use the actual fucking dock at all. Why don't they just do that instead of having this stupid fucking dock? I don't know. Whatever. You do you, fucking Nintendo. Get your money's worth out of your shitty fucking products at this point. Yeah, throw it away. That's what I'm fucking saying. Okay, and along with this price point, and it needs to be coming with some fucking accessories for $600 fucking dollars. I'm not happy that, hey, if you want to use the video chat bullshit, which is fucking pointless anyways, because everybody's got a fucking phone in Discord, you have to buy this separate camera that plugs into the fucking Switch. And it stands alone. It doesn't, like, attach to the Switch besides being connected to it. It doesn't, so you can't, like, hold it and the camera's right in front of your face. You have to have it separate away from, it's fucking stupid, okay? The camera's fucking dumb. Plain and simple. The whole being able to chat with your friends setup crap, too, is also just a watered down 2016 fucking version of fucking Discord, okay? It's basic as shit when you can literally just go on Discord like everybody else has been doing for fucking ever and link up with your friends that way instead of through the fucking stupid Switch. Okay. And now for the game cartridges. There's going to be lots of games, and there's a lot of, downloadable stuff, and then there's stuff that's just digital only. But when it comes to the actual game cartridges, what bothers me the most is it literally states on there, on the Switch 2 cartridge, that the game may not even be included on the cartridge. In other words, it is only a key to unlock the download. So the fucking cartridge is useless. Everything's basically just downloadable only. Like, who in their fucking right mind is good? Like, I'm gonna pay $80 for this downloadable fucking Mario Kart game, but I want the cartridge. The cartridge doesn't do shit. You still gotta download the fucking game. That cartridge literally is just a stupid key to unlock the goddamn thing so you can download it. Other than that, it has no fucking function. In all honesty, it's not worth my fucking time. Not anytime soon. That fucker's gonna have to drop down to at least $2.99 for me to buy a Switch 2 brand new. And that's probably not gonna be for at least a few fucking years or more. So that's the negative. Positive, I am looking forward to some of those games. Like, I'm still semi-loyal to Nintendo and their characters and their properties. Still love Mario. Still love Kirby and a lot of the others. And I'm gonna want to try to, at least play those games down the road in the future sometime. And a lot of it does look really nice. A lot of new features. And they also have this, the Nintendo Direct app or whatever it is. I don't have the app. Don't care to have the app because everything that's on that fucking app is already basically put on fucking YouTube. So I can just go and click on YouTube and find it that way instead of going to use an app. And everything that I've seen come off this app so far is just more pointless fucking news from Nintendo. It's basically the Nintendo Power magazine, but a fucking app. And not as cool as the fucking magazine either. So, another thing that's not worth my fucking time. A lot of Nintendo's things were just, even recently just hasn't been worth my fucking time. Any of the mobile games. I think I tried the Animal Crossing one for a little while, and then I was like, this is fucking stupid. I'll just go play Animal Crossing. Same thing with like the Mario. There's a couple different Mario ones. I was like, nah, I can literally just go play Mario. I can go play Mario Golf or fucking Mario Tennis. I can go do all that instead of doing this shit on my phone where it's just like limited or it's the most basic of touch the screen to fucking jump shit. Come on now. It may be good for fucking kids, but adult-wise, like, it's not my thing. I don't care about it. So, who knows? But, in retrospective of the bigger picture, let's step back from that fucking everything and just, yes, the Switch 2 is coming out. Does that mean that we may have other consoles in the near future here that are going to have to compete with the Switch 2 that are getting ready to come out as well? Like, are we ready for a PlayStation 6 or another Xbox type thing? Even though from what I've seen and heard through many different sources that Xbox is not going to be putting out another console. They are actually doing a PC that's console compatible or whatever the hell that is. To basically end this console wars bullshit, even though there's some people that are like, oh, there's no such thing as a console wars. Yeah, there is, though. Okay? I'm sorry, but there is. And if Microsoft did come out with a PC that was console compatible, basically does everything a console does, but it's a fucking PC, So it'll have Steam, it'll have a lot more things accessible to it than a console would be. And it may, and even though it's console compatible, it means it'll still have the console things that are there, but with a PC, that may make other consoles obsolete, or they may have to completely change the fucking game now. Don't know. But are we ready for that? Are we ready for a PlayStation 6? I just barely got my PlayStation 5 like last year. And I'm still, in awe of it and downloading games and playing shit. Like that's going to keep me occupied at least for another 3 to 4 years before I'm ready for another console. I can remember back in the day when it was at least that long, anywhere from 3 to 5 years before a new console came out. Now it seems like they're like fucking iPhones. Oh, the 15 came out, but guess what? We're already working on the 16. The 16 comes out in like 6 months. Fuck you. I don't need that. Oh, well, we have the PlayStation 5. Now, 6 months later, we're going to have the PlayStation Pro. And then 6 months later from that, we're going to have the Pro fucking Elite. And then, like, blah, 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 blah. I don't fucking care. Does it play the fucking games? That's what I fucking care about. Can I put my games on it? Can I fucking turn it on? Can I play the fucking game? I don't care that it's an Elite or a fucking Pro. This one has, like, fucking 6 terabytes of fucking memory. I don't care. I'll just buy a fucking cheap SSD if I need to. Like, I don't need to pay extra because you put 6 terabytes in there. It's fucking ridiculous. It's getting to the point where gaming is so fucking expensive that it's a ridiculous amount of money, and it's becoming a point where I'm about ready to just give up. Be like, you know what? I'll stick with all the stuff that I have and my retro games and things like that and emulators, and never turn back. I don't give a fuck what's coming in the fucking future. I'm not gonna be able to afford it anyways. So, I don't know. It's turning out to be a very negative podcast. So let's talk about something fucking positive. Let's talk about how I am looking forward to this live action Zelda movie from Nintendo. Now, I'm glad that it's live action and not animated. Not that an animated movie wouldn't be great, because it would. It'd be visually beautiful, especially from Nintendo. They would put so much money into this and so much work into how this movie looks, especially animated, that it would be absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. But I am glad they're not doing that, and we are getting a live action. Just also depends on who's in this live action, because we kind of don't really fucking know much about what's going on. We don't even know which Zelda story it's going to follow, if any, or if it's going to be a whole brand new fucking Legend of Zelda story. Something that fucking wipes everything else out that's canon and starts over. Don't know. Just have to wait and see. But I am a big fan of The Legend of Zelda and Link and Hyrule and stuff like that. That I'm gonna see it, regardless of how terrible people are going to, put this shit down or whatever. I'm still gonna see it. May not pay to go see it in a theater, but I'm gonna see it. So, drop a comment down there. Is there any video game franchise from Nintendo that you absolutely would love to see turned into either an animated movie or a live action movie, or what do you think? Where do you think this should go? Also, drop a comment. Tell me whether or not are you going to purchase a Switch 2? Are you going to fall into the bullshit? Because really, look into that before you purchase it. Somehow this like makes me fucking think about how when like the PlayStation Vita came out and people thought it was going to be like the PSP portable, you know, like little discs and stuff like that. And then when they realized that it was like a download only thing, digital, I think they had some that did, you could buy discs and stuff for, but they were mostly digital download. Let's see how that fucking, you know, we saw how that went. I'm not saying that the Vita tanked, but kind of did for a handheld console. And considering that Nintendo now seems like they are no longer doing any handheld consoles like the 2DS, the 3DS, the DS in general, that now the Switch has basically combined both console and handheld console to where you don't need to have two separate ones, that they did take a step forward in that. Now, it kind of makes you wonder, will PlayStation follow suit? Will Xbox try to follow suit and condense their console down to where it's portable? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. It's a thought, right? Well, I think that's it for me. Let me grab a card here. Let's see. What's our fortune cookie of today? Let's end it on a good note. Get a fortune cookie. All right. Fortune cookie of the day. Challenges. Take time out from problems or conflicts and approach softly to avoid making matters worse. Okay, fortune cookie. Like I said, that's it for me. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you for the next one. You stay creepy like Kimiko Kusanagi, okay? Bye!